it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to jump in and do my paycheck to paycheck budgeting. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. I love sharing my budgets and love sharing the exact numbers that I do for my budgeting. And this is a paycheck to paycheck video. So that means I close out paycheck 2 and I set up paycheck 3. Paycheck 3 is where I put the budget together on what I think we're going to spend. Typically, I already know what the amount is that my husband is getting because I see a pending deposit, so I go ahead and do that. And today is the day my husband gets paid. It is the 21st of January. He gets paid every other Friday and the first of every month. So I have a lot of different income streams that come in because of his veteran status. He is a disabled vet. He's a retired vet, and he also has a salary paying job and still is doing what he did when he was in the Navy, but he does it as a civilian now. So all the things. So we are going to go ahead and go into this. I'm just going to kind of make a note here, January 21st through the 31st. So that just tells me that was the payday, and these are the dates I'm working with this income. So typically my husband gets paid a salary of $2,313.28. As of the 15th of January, which was a few days ago, he got a pay raise. Don't know the exact numbers or figures yet until he sends me a pay stub, and this paycheck will not reflect that. This paycheck actually reflects overtime money that he received while being deployed with a ship in the Navy as part of his job as a civilian contractor. So you will see overtime, like I had a lot of overtime here. Now, part of this was money that they gave back for expenses. We have travel expenses that we keep up with, and I have to transfer money. He transfers money out of our checking, and we save up for that. So I have a total system doing that with the savings account, and then they reimburse us, and that's kind of where the money kind of cycles back and forth. It's our money, but we get repaid for it. So what we're going to do with paycheck 2 here, I'm going to pop these pages out, and we're going to work the budget and see what turns up. So I'll be right back. Okay, with paycheck 2, I need to close it out. So the numbers did not change. I did not get any additional income, which I wasn't expecting anything extra, but just in case something came in or we didn't know what was going to happen, I wanted to leave that open. So $6,265.33. And this is the overtime amount. I don't really do the over and unders. I just mark as far as what is over and what is under, so I know what's going on, but I don't really total it up. I don't really care about that math. What I care about is the actuals. So we're going to go over the actual numbers. Not much changed other than this Geico. I did not pay attention to the fluctuation that they were doing to the monthly payment. Even though they sent me an email that showed me that, I just took the first one and assumed that was it. So we had 2 payments of this number, and then the rest of the payments were this number. So it was just 6 cents off, and that was no big deal. So I made the adjustment in the actuals once the check or the auto draft was made, and then electric was paid, life insurance was paid, iTunes was paid, Vivint was paid, and now we get into the spending categories. Now everything below this is stuff I had done with you guys after I did the budget part here and before these bills up here came out. I always write this, and then you can do whatever you want. I don't really separate mine from variable to fixed, even though these 4 categories are always variable. I just put them at the end because I know they're variable. As far as my bills, they're rarely this variable. I usually know what's coming when I do my budgets and what the exact amount is, so I don't really have to worry about and guess it. I may not know at the beginning of the month, but by the time I can do my paycheck to paycheck, I know pretty much every bill and every penny to the penny. So I'm not worried about that. So we are going to take the numbers from the weekly check-in and total week 2 and week 3 as far as our spending categories and write down what the grocery household was. And hopefully, I haven't pre-done this, so hopefully I get this right. So right here on my laptop, there we go. Grocery household in total was $299.82. So I'm gonna grab my calculator here, and let's just pray I did it right. Let's see. $522.01 was what the total budgeted amount plus anything that balanced over or wasn't spent in paycheck 1 came to paycheck 2. I always forward it to the next paycheck or the next week in order to make sure I have plenty of money for spending as I need it. So that was the total there, minus the $299.82. And I get $222.19, was what I confirmed in my weekly check-in, which is the previous video before this one. Oops, $22.19. So this is what I have left over. Let's see, restaurants. We spent in total $88.11. We've been doing really good not going out to eat. I think it's just because my husband's not here, and I've been very conscious about not going out to eat. There we go. And that leaves $210.56. Now I need to do miscellaneous, and we spent total in miscellaneous, let's see, $128.75, which is really good for me because last month I was just blowing it out of the water and spending every penny. I guess it was just the holidays and all that, and I was just enjoying myself. So there we go. $224.57, and we are so far matching with my spreadsheet over here, so I'm super excited about that. $197.27 minus the, let's see, $66.77 that we spent. And that's exactly what my weekly check-in said, $130.50. So there we go. These are the actual numbers of everything that was spent. And let's see if I can get it all on here. Just barely. So anything below my grocery household, let me adjust my camera, hold on. Anything listed below grocery household here is, and then I didn't put in the budgeted side because these were just saving things that I was working out with you guys. Down here, as you see at the bottom, I have GEM or Greater Europe Mission. We tied the overtime from this check up here. So that was the overtime check. Hopewell, I had a check from their cash that I wrote in December but didn't cash until January. And then I had another Hopewell session, which Hopewell is just a Christian counseling service that I use to, keep me mentally strong and healthy and have somebody to talk to and work things out. But it's faith-based. That's along lines with my faith. So I enjoy that. And so I went, and that was taken out. And then I had to call a plumber for a running toilet. You do not want to know how much the breakdown was, because that was a ridiculous amount of money for what the guy had to do. But it had to be done because, you're either going to spend it in the plumber or you're going to spend it, in water over time if you don't get it fixed. So I went ahead and spent it on the plumber. So we're going to take all these numbers here, and I'm going to total them up, and we're going to close out paycheck 2. So I'm going to put this here and get set, and here we go. I'm going to fast forward through this part and play some music, and I'll be right back.
We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you.
Okay, I am back. So it looks here like I have a pretty good number. $5,501.49. And you know what? My spreadsheet is happy with that because that's what it says. Thankfully, I have that beside me right now because I did not pre-do this. I can't believe that was much spent. So now we're going to go ahead and take this number and we're going to subtract, well, actually, I'm just going to clear it out because it's a different calculator. 626533 and 550149. All right. That leaves $763.84. And see if I can get this on camera. I'm running out of room here. There we go. Let's see. 6384. So that actually closed out paycheck 2. So what I'm going to do now is set up paycheck 3 because without closing paycheck 2, I don't know how much money is in the checking account. I mean, you can always check, but I don't know how much to balance forward to the next paycheck. This is what's sitting in my checking account right now, and this is what I need to know doing my next draft budget for paycheck 3. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get my paperwork, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So this is awesome. I went ahead and pre-filled out the categories or titles or whatever you want to call this section. I haven't put any numbers down. We're going to do that together. So this is paycheck 3, and what I'm doing is just setting up my budget for paycheck 3. What I know and to believe will be happening in a conservative way for the paycheck period. So I grabbed my paycheck 2, and we are balancing forward this number right here, 736. Oops, I wrote it wrong. This is why I love an erasable pen. I just, Frixon and this erasable, they make me, they're my happy thing. So 763.84. That is what I'm balancing forward. That is what is in the checking account before the paycheck hits it. And now I'm going to add what the paycheck is. So the paycheck is, I'm going to grab my notes on that. So here's another pre-budget. All right, so this has the actual number, and I was a little off on this number, so I'm not going to go by that, but I do know the paycheck amount is this number. I was kind of guessing here. Salary overtime is going to be this $4,663.04. This is what is pending in my checking account as far as a deposit, and it will hit the bank tomorrow. Or there we go. Let's go ahead and do this. So $763.84, and I'm going to add the $4,663.04. All right, so now we have a new number. Make sure I got that number right. Yeah. All right. $5,426.88. All right, so now that I know how much I can budget, then I can take that wiggle room I was looking for and what I wanted to save, what I wanted to spend, and where the money's going and coming from. This is where I find out what it's all about. Now, usually overtime money, a couple things happen. We tithe the overtime, so I always make up the difference. So you'll see actual 2 tithes here, and I'll explain that in a minute. And then we also want to make sure we put money into savings. So let's go ahead and do what I am doing, which is the Roth IRA 2023. Now, if you've seen this, this is my tracker for next year's Roth. I don't have one set up for this year. I'm getting ready to do it in the month of February. But I want to pre-save for the Roth for going into 2023 so I can fund it in the first of the year of 2023 and have all $6,000 put in, and it can accumulate interest all year long and then earn more money. So I'm really hoping to get that done this year. Each egg is each nest egg is $158, except for the last one, which is going to be $154 to get the $6,000. I saw this tracker in my Etsy shop, Hey guys, it's Lisa here. This is future Lisa, editing Lisa in the future. I wanted to go ahead and color this nest egg for January 21st because I did transfer the funds after I filmed that video, and the next day when my husband's money got deposited. And so we're going to go ahead and color this in, and I'm going to pop it in this video in between, and then we'll go back to my original recording. But I did transfer for this nest egg $158, which is what this one is meant to have. And I'm just going to color this in real quick with you guys and say thank you for all your support. I am loving all the comments in the comment section and the interactions and stuff like that. I absolutely am having so much fun with you guys. And thank you for those that comment and like and subscribe. My other savings challenge is going to be really big this month. I think we might actually hit $300. So that is going to be awesome. I just can't bring myself to buy the camera, but with this challenge, I'm kind of feeling, yeah, I can buy this camera. This community wants, this community seems to like my information and wants to participate and really be encouraging to others and participate together. So I am super excited about that. So that nest egg is full. We're going quite filling this up pretty good since January 1st. I'm going to probably do 3 a month, and then a couple months I'll do 4 nest eggs because it's per paycheck. And so I definitely will get this filled up by the end of the year and completely full before Christmas. And I'm super excited about that. So having my Roth IRA fully funded before the next year is just going to be super exciting. So, okay, so let's get back to my original video. So here we go. Roth IRA for next year is going to be the $158. Sinking funds. Now, sinking funds are bills that come up once a year or once a quarter, and I have specific categories. I have sinking funds and savings tracker videos that I show you what the breakdown is. This is the total I put into savings. I have nothing really coming out this month for sinking funds, and so I'm going to put the whole deposit in. And this is just the total of all those random things I want to total together to, well, not random, but I mean, you know, yearly subscriptions and things like that. So I have a variety of stuff that I do. Now my Visa, you're not going to believe how much this is going to be. Now I normally budget at the beginning of the month $225 or so, or $245, depending on how much the spending is and what I use on it in subscriptions and planned spending. But when I bought my tickets for GalaxyCon, and I did talk to my husband about this and make sure we were on the same page and okay with it, the tickets were 20% off. We have extra money coming in. Obviously, we have more than normal. And I was like, honey, I think I should get GalaxyCon tickets now, and I would like to get the VIP tickets for 4 days and for 2 people, and that ended up being like $590. And so divide that by 2, one's for me, one for my son. And so yeah, that was thrown on here, so it became a large amount that I had to pay for because I was putting that on it. And then I put $200 on N8 chiropractic. You'll see that in my sinking funds video as well. Savings tracker, I also show my credit card log, and you can see exactly what I put on there and where the $1,093.82 came from. And N8 chiropractic is just a walk-in chiropractic, and if you buy in bulk, you know, like 12 sessions for like $200, it breaks down to $16.66 a session. And I go at least once a week, if not twice a week, to get an adjustment because my back and my health need it. And then my husband also, after years of being in the Navy and sleeping on cots or racks and wherever they could sleep, he needs it as well. So when he's home, he uses it. Tithe is always $310. That is our normal salary tithe. But because my husband got overtime money up here, I took this, multiplied by a percentage, and we do use 10% as our percentage on what we're, tithing. And then I subtracted the 310 and came up with, and rounded up, $157. So that will go to Greater Europe Missions, to a specific missionary family from our church, and we're so excited and happy to support them. They're amazing people, and they're amazing. We tithe them every month anyway, the VA disability check that my husband gets, but anything above and beyond, when my husband has overtime, we tithe that either back to the church with this one or with another organization, and it's never the same one. It just depends on where the Lord leads us and what in prayer we discover, He wants us to do, and that's what we do. So, and we're happy to do it. It's really awesome. We're very strong believers in what He guides us in, but we also our nature is, between me and my husband, is to give. I mean, that is something that God has put into us for a very long, our whole lives, and we just give and serve all the time and gifted in that way. So that is why it brings us so much joy to do that. So when it's with Him, it's awesome. All right, so Verizon, this is our internet. We only have internet. We do not have cable. We stream everything, and that's put on the credit card. But this is the internet, actual internet that comes into the house. And $82.71. I was like, what did I just put? I knew that didn't look right. All right. City utilities. I got the bill, and the actual number is $107.52. That is water, sewer, trash, recycle, yard waste. So all of that's kind of covered under there. T-Mobile, it went up a little bit, and I'm not sure why. I'm going to have to look at the bill really closely and see. $220.70. When we first got it, like back in October, I think, it was $217. Now we've gone up a few dollars. So inflation hit us again. Hopewell, that is my counseling service. There we go. Then GalaxyCon, I'm hoping to save every paycheck $80 to reach that $1,600. And I have a cash envelope that I created a while back. I have a haircut. I have my YouTube savings, which I will fund later, and then GalaxyCon. And I don't have anything in this yet, but can't get it open. There you go. But I will. And these are my printables. I actually sell these in Etsy. So if you're looking for printable cash envelopes, you can laminate them yourself. If you do laminate them, do cut the top off, because this won't fold over if you laminate it. But if you do, they're awesome. I love them. I just think they're pretty. And these are February's, so they're so pretty. YouTube savings. I'm going to put 0 for right now. I just wanted I don't know what I was writing there. I just wanted to put a placeholder. So I remembered to take part of the end of the month. Basically, when I do my actuals, I'm going to take the YouTube savings, because I will know ahead of time what my paycheck 1 for February will be, and I'm going to take it out of basically paycheck 3 with kind of thing. So I do know for right now $269 is where I'm at, but I've had a few comments and things happening, so things have been happening. So that's okay. All right, so now I need to get the numbers for my paycheck 3, and I believe I get them for my weekly check-in for what the new numbers are for paycheck 3. So paycheck 3 covers week 4 of paycheck, or paycheck 3 covers week 4, and it's going to cover week 5 of my weekly check-in. So I need to take these numbers I figured out last time in my last video $472.19 was grocery household. $323.06 was restaurants. $362.07 was miscellaneous, and $218 here is gasoline. So that should be everything. Now, the reason I put 0 here is because I know I'm not going to spend all this money. I mean, that was like $1,300 for spending for the next 10 days until the end of the month. I'm like, no, I'm not going to spend $1,000 in those categories in 10 days. That's not how I spend. So since I know I'm not going to spend all that money, I know I can cover my YouTube savings challenge here and I can put the actual there. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And this number won't be as big, and then I can actually it'll be just like a swap. This will go here, and this, we won't use all that. So let's go ahead and total up the expenses here, and then we'll figure out, there we go, what our budget looks like. So I'll be right back.
Me tight through the night. It's just us two.
Okay, this is the number I have gotten. So it looks like $4,120.58. Is that right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and write this number down here. All right, so now we're going to take the salary that I know is coming in, and pretty sure it will not change, but that's okay. So $5,426.88 minus what we just totaled in expenses, $4,120.58. Okay, so I got $1,306.30. So that is paycheck 3. Now that I've finished paycheck 3, I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out. I'm going to grab my notebook and I'm going to close out this video, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Paycheck 2 is closed out. Paycheck 3 is set up. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I know what I got in the budget. It looks like I definitely will have enough in the buffer, which is $1,300 here, to put that YouTube savings together at the end of the month, and just, when I do it February 1st and I haven't quite moved all the money around, I can definitely take it out of this last part of the check and then reduce my buffer, and that rolls over or balances forward next month on the first of the month. Obviously these spending categories are going to boost this number up if I don't spend them all, which it doesn't look like I will, because I'm not leaving my house for the next few days, and it's getting ready to snow here in Chesapeake, Virginia, where I live. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just not going anywhere. I got all the groceries I need. I got everything I need. I don't have to leave my house unless there's other emergencies. I don't have to go anywhere. So we are good to go for our budget. And I'm curious to see how the actuals turn out at the end of the month, which will be my end of the month results, where I do my last weekly check-in, as well as I'll be doing my well, I won't be closed out completely with my weekly check-in. I'll close out with a weekly check-in for week 4. And then a few days later, I'll show you what the true numbers are for week 5. And I may just, because I won't be able to close out until the very end of the month because of everything. So, and what I might do, now that I'm looking at the calendar, instead of a weekly check-in here, I'll do a weekly check-in here, but then I'll continue and I'll do a weekly check-in here as well. And that's when I'll close out paycheck 3, and that'll be my results video. So that'll be at the last day of the month, and it should be fine. So I'm excited for all that. I'm excited to. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.